Welcome back to Showmance, the #1 show on YouTube doing deep dives on shows with no depth. And this is part 2 of episode 6 of In the City. Welcome back.
Yeah, if you didn't see part 1, go back.
Yeah, go back and then come back.
So much Amanda hating. You'll never get enough of it. Don't act like it's too much. It's not.
I read this while we were on break in between part 1 and part 2. And it reminded me of Natalie. Women will literally say, I don't know, maybe I'm just crazy, right before accurately predicting a sequence of events with 100% psychic precision. And you did
That's
that.
just my setup.
No, but you did that with the West and Amanda scandal.
Oh, you know what? I think that, like, this is, like, not a good trait. I just think that, like, you come from a place of, like, everyone is good. And I'm like, no, they're not. Give them a shot. Have they ever had a plate of opportunity of badness in front of them?
Yeah.
They're going to eat it.
No, don't do it. Okay. We start off this. It's my personal belief that they're at Dwayne Reed. I don't know. But Lindsay, I actually wrote it. Lindsay, Yvonne, and Lexi go to Dwayne Reed, and Lindsay explains how one gets pregnant. Andrea, I love Andrea so much that I can't. Him and Lexi are, I feel like they're going to be asked back next season, but I really think they should just be friends of. I don't know if they can bring the heat.
No, now that they are pregnant, you know.
That's why I think like they might get asked back for season 2. I don't know if it's the right move.
Yeah.
And I really love him.
I really love
him.
him.
I'm sweet, but
I know. I'm so glad that they found each other.
Same.
Because I don't like Andrea. This is why you know something's off. Not off, but just like it must be, you know, whatever. Andrea is so hot. He's this beautiful specimen of a man.
Yes.
Like it's like you can't draw a hotter dude than this.
Yes.
And I got nothing for him.
Same.
Like he's like a cartoon character to me, kind of. Like and often I think he should just be in either Mario or Luigi. Like it just seems like he should.
Neither one of them were that good looking. But I get
like,
the point.
Yeah,
I
I want him to like be in a movie and be like, hey.
Like the character of who he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so sweet. So sweet. And when he gets pissed, I feel like he does it for the right reasons. He's so passionate and he loves so hard and like
always protect your woman.
Yes,
I will not, and I love I love him. I'm just not
I don't
driven
have a boner
to
for him.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
But he has a boner for Lexi, and Lexi has a female boner for him because they're stripping nonstop.
So glad that they found each other. It's gonna be a lovely life for them.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Lindsay was apparently in a backwards bridge of some sort when she got pregnant, which
I didn't even know. I could have told you that, and I didn't. You know, like of course she was.
Obviously.
Yeah.
If she said something else, we'd be like, "You're lying."
Yeah.
Frank wants to take things slowly. Lindsay, which you know, Lindsay's like, oh yeah, that's fine. Lindsay's like, no, that you don't know.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense. Because you just want to get laid. So why would you want to take things slowly? And Lindsay just really thinks that, Yvonne just thinks that Lindsay's not admitting that she wants to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think she's digging a little bit because she knows her really well and she needs a storyline and all those kinds of things. Yeah, Lindsay definitely wants to be in a committed relationship with someone. I think it's been a year and Lindsay just desperately needs to scratch an itch. I think both things are true.
Yeah. And I think that Lindsay, like we talked about this a little bit in West Side Scandal. If you didn't see that, check that one out too. But I didn't really go too hard on it. But just like the overarching thing that like I got from this is that like Lindsay is just a person who will like make things work. So like I don't think that she is trying to be in a relationship with Frank. I think that she's willing to take it slow with Frank because I don't think she's really that. Wait, Frank is the milkman, right?
Yes.
Okay. I don't think she's that into him. I think that he's just like a dude that's like pre-screened, obviously already by like a great guy, Andrea. He wouldn't steer her wrong.
Yeah.
You know, he must be like nice enough. And he's here for the show. She probably needs him for the show, and also like she might him. You know, like I think she wanted to a country star a lot more than this dude. I can't really tell.
The country star wanted to have sex with the milkman.
Yeah, I think Frank and what's his name again?
Dustin,
I think. Yeah, but that's neither here nor there. I think that if that guy tried to pursue Lindsay, she would be open to it because Lindsay is a pragmatic person. She's like, it's like how when she thought that when she thought that Gavin went in to kiss her in that episode 1, we both were like, she seemed like she wasn't looking for it, but she was like, Is it, oh, this is happening?
Sure.
She would take that moment and consider it. Now, what would that look like? She would pause, please. Let me just take 30 seconds and visualize what that might be. I think that Lindsay is like a all opportunity, not equal opportunity employer in a way, you know?
Yeah.
So I think she'd be open to it if Frank really like went for that, but I don't think she's going to be sad at all if he's not. Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have anything else about the scene. There was like that little moment spliced in where Nick and Andrea, they were running and they talk about getting their wives pregnant. And this is what you're talking about with Andrea. Like he's so sweet. But when he's saying, I needed more stamina and this little gay, I need a rest here. I'm like, oh, no, don't talk about.
Don't call him a little boy.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
You're
It's
not
like
gonna call Andrea gay
huh?
for saying reverse cowboy?
And reverse cowboy. No, I definitely listen. I think a lot of people are
English
gay.
as a second language.
You know, Yvonne's husband is got a little prance in his step. Like I'm not saying he's gay at all, but like these things happen. I don't know, like how I don't know. I don't know.
I really like Nick.
I really like him too, but like,
Oh, yeah.
There's just something. I don't think Andrea is gay at all. Like not even a little bit. But just like, I don't know, maybe like he gets lost in translation for me or something. Like just some things that he says, like reverse cowboy and my little boy. Like, no, stop, no.
No, I need more Guatemalan-ness.
Yeah, even what's his name? He's Kroll, the warrior king.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's in How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. It's also Austin Kroll's handle, but he got it from that movie. Yeah.
Okay. The next scene up is Kenny meets his dad.
Okay, wait. One more thing though about, just want to run a parallel here between Yvonne is talking to Lindsay. It's kind of similar to the way that Gavin is talking to Kenny. Now they're different because this is just, these girls they're just more respectful and it's not as like, just dude is harsh. But both of these people, I think that they know the other person and they're going to tell you what you're doing. This communication style is just much easier to handle. But I think that both of these best friends or whatever just are like, I know what's going on here, you know? So,
and again,
random,
the two truths. Like I think Yvonne is right that Lindsay does want to find her person. I also think Lindsay wants to get laid. And would she love to get laid with the man of her dreams? Absolutely. But right now it's like, girl, I haven't eaten in a minute. Like I don't want a cheeseburger, but if I'd rather have prime rib. But if the cheeseburger's what's here and it's grass fed, I'm eating it.
I think that Yvonne also has probably just watched Lindsay make it work several times. And she's probably thinking I understand what you think that you want right now and like what you would be down for and that you're not pushing for this, but I know it's just going to take this guy asking you on 7 more dates and you're going to go on all of them. And I know this ain't the guy for you, So it's like a little bit like she knows it's a slippery slope with Lindsay. Like, you will end up wasting 6 months with this dude.
And we don't need a timeline with the milkman.
Yeah.
He's not worth the timeline.
Yeah.
The exact opposite. And I like that he's a hot chocolate guy. But whatever. I think it's really just you guys don't like Kenny, and so everything is going to be viewed through a lens
of
of
the dad.
Right.
This is about the dad. You didn't think the dad was like kind of like you're not looking at the guy at all, kind of side eye little.
Not necessarily. Kenny's the one that left. Kenny's the one that said he didn't want to go back. Kenny's the one that said he didn't want to go spend time with his dad. I don't have kids, but I have a stepdad that I think is my dad, and have expressed this feeling of like, sometimes I think it's weird that I've just attached myself to this dude who was married to my mom for 2 years. And then I'm the one that doesn't reach out. And so I have to assume that there's a time that my dad is like, well, I've tried. He doesn't want to talk. He doesn't want to reach out. He doesn't call. He doesn't come visit. I know he said that I'm his dad. He's said these things, but like he doesn't show. So what am I supposed to keep doing? Like, I know you're like, oh, you're the parent. You're supposed to keep trying. But at what point do you say, well, he doesn't want it? So like, as a parent, I don't want to force myself onto my child who doesn't want this thing. So like that's a thing. That's why Kenny's dad might have not reached out. Kenny's dad had a whole another family. Maybe they had a weird feeling about this dude, that this other kid. Maybe he felt weird about, how is this going to make my new family? Like there's a handful of reasons why this dude didn't reach out. And then there's one that is, oh, he's greedy and wants to be on TV and get money now. That's our reason. There's also a bunch of reasons why they haven't talked in 25 years that have nothing to do with greed and shitty behavior and shitty people and stuff like that. But like I said, I don't know. I think that you guys have a skewed opinion of Kenny, which will kind of bleed over into the rest of his life and his dealings with people in his life. And I don't know. I haven't had this, like I don't, like I said, I don't know my real dad, so I don't know what it would be like. I don't know if he's ever wondered about me. I don't know if I'm sure he has.
Do we know if he even knows about you?
I mean, my mom said she went to him and was like, I'm pregnant. I'm good. I'm doing it on my own. This is what I've been told. And like didn't ask for him to be around. She's told me that she knows where he is if I ever was interested in finding him. So I'm assuming that, I don't know. I have no idea. And I don't know if I care. But then I hear shit like Kenny's like, oh, I didn't think I cared either. And then it turns out maybe I do. So like there could be 1,000 things in my life that are all going to shit because of this. And I have no idea. I'm just saying, like, is it an option that these two are being funny and Kenny's just looking for screen time for his investments and the dad's just looking for a paycheck? Maybe that could be. People are fucked up. Not too many people are cool and nice and honest anymore. So you guys are probably right.
For the record, I never said his dad came around looking for money.
Yeah. I'm throwing out options of.
Right. But the option of, like, there's never a good option. Like the option, there's never a positive option. It's always a side eye option. And you said, I wouldn't be surprised if a few months down the road, it turns out that this guy's asking for money from Kenny.
Yeah. I don't know why. It's just a vibe.
Right. Totally.
And I don't think that this is a reflection. For the first time, I don't think I've said anything bad about Kenny. I don't think this is a reflection on Kenny. I think what I'm questioning is his dad. I don't understand. First of all, when he decided to stop seeing his dad, he was a child. So for me, and maybe his dad did this, maybe his dad still wrote a birthday card every year or still said, like, whenever you're around. And also I come from very, like, my family's like the mafia. The only way out is you die or I kill you. So like, there is no way that I could, even if I wanted to stop talking to them. And I'm not saying that this is good. I'm just saying it is how it is. So this is what colors my opinion. They would just be at my door every day being like, we are your family. You are talking to us. We don't care if you hate us. And again, I'm not saying that that's right.
I think that's an unusual American family thing. That's a foreign American family thing.
Oh, wait, what do you mean?
Like that's not a
like American people don't do that? That's
not a ton. Like a family in America isn't like it is everywhere else in the entire world.
Maybe because my dad's very much American, but his family's from Italy, and my mom doesn't really. I mean, my mom only had her mom, so maybe family is just more important to her because she didn't really have this big family growing up. So maybe that's also why she's like, everyone has to stay connected and all of that stuff. There's something interesting to me that the dad says, like, I've been wondering about you, all of these things. And you are the adult in this situation. You could have reached out if you were wondering, and you're saying all of this to him now. And I'm not saying you're here for a money grab. I'm not saying you're here because you want to be on television. I'm saying, I don't know. And there is a giant chasm that I am trying to fill in to try and figure out how 25 years have passed in the digital age, where if you wanted to find this kid so badly, he had to find you. That doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Agreed. And it's the emotion behind it, that it's like, it's just a lot of there's just a lot of crying from a grown man that, like, unless Kenny just hasn't mentioned that, like, he has tried to reach out before, or my mom did say that he sent me that thing, or like, or whatever it was. And like, listen, they cut out 99% of what they shoot. We're seeing, 42 minutes of like 10 people at this point. So like it could have been in there easily, but from the screen, whatever's been on the screen. And then if the other brother has never seen this dude either, like he's Kenny's half brother.
But what does that mean? Is that his mom and another dude? Is that this
No, that's his
dude's
British
kid?
family.
Yeah, I think this guy is in the UK. So like,
But who's British? Was Kenny's mom
That's
British?
what I
We still
don't-
don't
No,
have
no,
that
no.
answer.
I think this is what happened. I think the dad was with someone who was in the UK, because if Kenny and this guy in the UK look so much alike, the one DNA thread is Kenny's dad.
But Kenny says this kid doesn't know the dad.
that's what I'm saying.
So like this could be his mom's son with another guy.
well,
Like we don't know
they
who
share
the
a dad. He's saying that he's my dad also.
and he's like, I thought that Kenny was going to tell me where he was, but I never heard from him again.
He's Kenny's half brother through his dad, so they share the same dad, not the same mom.
I'm one of
like
Kendon's-
that's the most confusing part to me is who's this like, and that wasn't even anything in the show. That was just some rando
But even with this,
putting a f***ing Twitter out and being like, hey, pay attention to me. I'm also part of this story.
It could be. And also, the only reason that I think that the only reason that I'm going with that this guy is British or also lizards is because he says proper Belland. And in the comments, it says, oh, this guy's clearly from his UK family. That is the most British thing
Slang
you
or
can
whatever.
say. Yeah. I'm obviously I know proper is, I don't know what that other word means. So I know very little about this guy, and his profile is private, so I can't.
the other thing I noted in this scene that, listen, life happens. You get dealt whatever hand, whatever your relatives are, whoever your parents are. In this scene, it looked like Kenny was parenting his dad.
Yeah.
For me, that just bummed me out a little bit, because I think that Kenny probably at the end of his mom, like Kenny's been the parent. Like
Yeah.
he had to, I'm sure, take care of his mom when she was sick. Being the caretaker, that makes you feel like you're in more of a parental role. And then his dad came in, and his dad was such, emotionally so, he was unraveling. And Kenny was the one who said, I would like to fly you up. I would like to put you up in a hotel. And even when they were just talking, it felt like Kenny was not calming him.
Coddling?
Not coddling, but like
Caretaking.
caretaking
Yeah.
him. And when he was just he was so emotional about the meeting, which obviously I understand that, but it just seemed like Kenny was the one being
The dad.
the dad.
And most dads, honestly, if I said that to my dad, I'm going to fly you out here, he'd be like, you're not flying me anywhere, kid. Like
Yeah.
he would just like never.
But if you were his son, if Darren said it, he would probably let him
Oh,
do it.
no.
Well, most son and dad, that's a son telling his dad, I want to fly you out here. I want to put you up in a hotel.
Yeah.
That's what's happening. It's not him being like, oh, I'll take care of you, poor little man. That's what he does for Gavin.
I know.
That totally-
It's him being
no.
a proud son and wanting to show his dad, like, I can fly you up. He probably sent him a first class ticket just to be a dick.
100%.
Like,
But that's on Kenny. I just feel like Kenny was the one that found the dad. Kenny was the one that flew him out. Kenny was the one that was
but it's
consoling
not a
him.
dad thing. You're
when
saying
he
that he's
was-
being a fatherly figure to his father. I'm saying that specific thing that you said is an example was probably not him being a father figure to his dad. It was him being a son trying to show his dad, who's not been around for 20 years, I can fly you up and I can put you in a hotel in New York City. I can do that. You know what I mean? It's not being a dad.
I hear everything you're saying, and I'm sure that there was him wanting to like make him proud and look what I've made of myself. I'm just saying, if you're looking at all of it and not just that one isolated moment, I kept seeing Kenny show up as the parent. He was the one consoling his dad, whether they were on the phone, in person. He was the one who found his father in the first place. So it just, all of it together just made me feel like there's a piece of the puzzle that we don't know.
Yeah.
That's all. And this has, and for the first time, I'm not saying anything negative about Kenny. So you can't say that I am, because I'm not.
Kenny
with this.
also, like, I have like what you said earlier about like it could very well be that like you ask them like in a year from now or in 6 months or whatever it is, like, oh, how's that going? And I'll be like, oh, we've texted a few times, like it. I think that like I think that Kenny just needed to scratch this itch or like close that loop, or like he hasn't seen the student however long, and he's in a position emotionally right now with the loss of his mom and finding a woman that he might think he wants to marry, you know, like I don't know. And wanting to like show his dad that, because it does seem like with the I'm going to fly you out and I'm going to put you here, like it does very much seem like what you were saying, like of I want to show him something. It seems more about Kenny showing his dad that he's become what he's become without him in a way. Like,
Sure.
I don't even mean he's being a dick about it, but like maybe subconsciously he is being like, no, I want you to see everything I've built here, and that like I can buy you and sell you in a way, like in a lovely way, in a nice way. But like it's I think it's a masculine, like a thing that like you would probably want to do if you were a kid who had a dad who just kind of let you wander off one day and never return, and never, if he didn't ever look for him before, or that he knows of, never made any contact, never made any, whatever. Kenny might have just wanted to do this, and it won't really need him for anything after this. And I kind of hope that that's the case in a way, that like you got what you needed, you met him, you had a talk, you showed, he's seen what you've become. And now if anything more is to come of it, it should all be on the dad to do that. Kenny's done all the work thus far. I don't know.
And that's just, and that's basically, I guess, my point. Like, I just see it all falling on
Yeah.
Kenny's shoulders. And I get that, of course, he wants to show off, and not in a gross way, but just like, look what I've made of myself. This, it's impressive, right?
Yeah.
I just keep going back to the dad. I have so many questions about who this guy is. And I hope that they're able to form a really great relationship, because he did just lose his mom. And I always say this, like, I believe in growth. I want people to have those moments of, you know, when you know better, you do better. And I don't, there's something in me, and I don't know his dad from a hole in the wall, but there's just something in me that just says, I don't know if the dad will be capable of crossing that divide.
Or like what Kenny needs from him. Like, I don't know, like it does seem that like it would more so be the dad be like, what do you think I should do about this? And then Kenny would be like, well, here's how I would handle this. Or like, the thing that I miss most about my dad is just the wisdom that he would impart, you know, that just all the experiences that he had. Like, even if the story ended up having nothing to do with what I was talking about, because my dad just liked to tell stories, you know, like
he was great at it.
Yeah. I would get something from something else, you know, like I hope that Kenny gets what he's looking for. And it could just be, I needed to close the loop on this, and great. And then if his dad shockingly has all this other stuff to offer, great. All great. I don't fucking know.
And you know, also, you know how sometimes you'll date someone and then maybe you haven't seen them in a really long time, and you were having fun and dating a bunch of people, or maybe you were in a serious relationship, and then all of that kind of kerfuffle dies down. And then you start thinking, oh, who are the people that I've dated that I really jibed with and wanted maybe to scratch that itch again or experience it a little bit more. So you call them up, they're single, you're single, you meet up, and you realize, oh, this is why we're not together. I forgot. We have that great first night, you know, out drinking. It's super fun. The next morning, it's a giggle. It's cute. You text me something witty, and I'm so lovely. And then after that, it's just nothing. It's not gonna. Okay, right. This is why we're not doing this. And I almost wonder if Kenny will have this realization of, oh, when I was younger and I didn't really want to be around you and your new family, it just might not have been, maybe I don't connect with my dad.
Yeah.
And maybe that will happen here. I don't want that to be the case. But
no, it would be great if this whole thing all turned into this family reconnects, and now there's a grandkid on the way and everyone's visiting, and there was a Christmas shared, and like, that would be great. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the last scene is the one that made me want to rip my television off the wall, but I'm not going to do that because I don't have the money to put it back up. I'm just kidding. Kyle visits Amanda's apartment, and he brings flowers.
And she's already got like 5 other. Who all of you sent flowers to Amanda for moving out to bang Wes Wilson.
I'm sure Mia and Sierra sent a bouquet.
Oh my
to be like,
God.
girl, welcome to your new place. We love you. Can't wait to come over and have cocktails. I'm sure. They seem like
Totally.
women that with class that would do something like this. I was also thinking,
So
he was
proud
probably,
of you.
Yes,
Your big moment. Oh my God. Can't wait to see what you do with it all.
nothing is what she's doing with it. I also think maybe it's her management team. I don't know why I thought
no,
like
that makes sense
yeah.
too. Yeah, no, that
can't wait for all the new
makes sense.
content with the natural light. My first note, besides he brings flowers, is I don't know what to say about this scene because we just so quickly get into nonsense where I would never, I don't know, unless I really hated my ex, when he showed up and the dog is so happy, I wouldn't be like, oh gosh, no. She loves it here. She's even happier here than she was when we were all together in our place. That just seems, and I guess they're not exes yet, but we all know where this is going. I don't know. It just seemed like you were rubbing salt in a very, very open wound. No?
Yeah, yes, of course, for no good reason. And like I said before, like I hate that they split the dogs up. I just think that's cruel. I understand, like, I just think it's cruel to have two dogs like that have lived together. What I assume is listen, I guess I don't know how long they lived
No,
together.
I think
but
they were litter mates. Wasn't she fostering?
Maybe so, yeah.
I think she was like fostering a mom
Yeah.
dog and it had a litter of puppies. Someone correct me if this is wrong. And I think they kept those two.
They should go back and forth for now, especially since this is supposed to be, well, nobody buys this shit, Amanda, but like if it's supposed to be temporary, then like they should just be getting dropped off back and forth, whatever, like Tom and Katie do. Like Tom and Katie.
Butters. And,
yes. Yeah. And I feel bad for Amanda's dog. I feel bad for Kyle's dog. Obviously, they both are missing a buddy. And I don't know why it weighs on me so much, but I think it's fucked up.
Kyle says, what's the plan? Because he was excited to basically have his home. She's getting hers, he's getting his. And she says, and your home doesn't include me in it.
He's literally was just looking for the silver lining of this.
That's
like,
right.
She's like, how's it going? Or like, whatever. And he's like, well, I'm excited to, or I'm like, it's going to be nice to get my place together, so just kind of doing that. And then she just immediately has to go there. And it's just like the last thing that we talked about. And of course this was going to continue, but like, I just happened to put a short up yesterday that's talking about like when she was leaving that day and she still went in on him about all these things. And it's like a grown-up person would just have gratitude of like the time we spent. I'm packing it up. I'm going down the street. This isn't over, but like, this is what we're doing for the, like, and being happy about the opportunity to do that. A lot of people, we always talk about, well, we don't always, but like, I always say that a lot of people don't get divorced because they can't afford to get divorced. Like a lot of people can't afford to have three freaking apartment buildings in New York City. Like it's just, this is a charmed life,
Yeah.
This is nice. And like, it just is so lost on her, all of it. And she just is so enjoys that role of just playing the wronged party.
Yeah.
It's like, she can't
She has to be the victim.
you left. All he was trying to do was say like, I guess it's going to be nice to get my apartment together, and you couldn't even just go, I bet that would be nice, Kyle. I bet that would be nice for you. Your stupid laugh that you do all the time. Like it would have been appreciated here.
I have it in all caps. You left.
You left.
And you were supposed to leave for 30 days. It turned into that times 12 months of that. It's supposed to be 1 month. It turned into 12. You left.
Yeah.
His apartment is not a storage unit. He doesn't come and take all of his stuff and dump it at your place. You wanted this. You asked for this. You wanted a separation of church and state, start from scratch. You needed a hard reset. I believe that was your exact phrasing of it, so that you could really date again. It's all such nonsense. It's all such nonsense. You can't keep half of your stuff there and expect that you just get to come and go and do as you please. He gets to be buzzed in by your doorman, but you can just ride the elevator right up to his place. Like you don't have to call before it. the rules don't apply to you. And if there's anything that drives me up a wall with someone is when you think the rules don't apply to you.
Yeah.
Because they do. Because life serves us all.
Her response to that.
Please.
Fine. I'll hire movers again and take all my shit out of the apartment and just have it sitting here. Is that what you want me to do? Yeah, Amanda, it's called moving out. Like, move your stuff out. Like so it's not sitting there. It's
no, that's not what I wanted you to do. That's what you wanted to do. So do it.
Yeah.
And be gone forever. I hate this chick so
I know
much.
she's so bad. But now can you imagine every single time? Imagine that Kyle ever had anything to say about anything. He probably dreaded even just being like, did you get the logo out today? Did the guy, like the place that's waiting for the sweatshirt guy, like, did you? And she's like, oh, you want me to just fire up my laptop right now? Here, let me just, you want me to find my charger? You know I don't know where my charger is. You want me to just get up and look for it? Well, did you need it to send the logo, Amanda, on the laptop? Is that where you said you wanted to send it from?
So then the next time he comes in with the laptop and the charger,
Yeah.
I told you not to touch my stuff.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
I'll just put everything down. I'm holding the dog. I'm going to just put the dog down and open my laptop that you've brought in here now with my charger. Is that what you want me to do? She'll probably throw the dog off the balcony. Oh, I'm so glad. That's what you wanted, wasn't it? And no, I just want, never mind, Amanda, never mind. Just go back to bed. I'll just do it. I don't even need that logo. You know what? We don't really, I don't even really like that logo. Like, that's what I feel like Kyle's whole life has been. And that's why I said earlier, like, I don't know if it's that I don't care anymore or that I've just decided that literally every single thing that Kyle ever did, I feel like it was provoked. He was provoked. That's what I think now because she's this horrible.
It's, in the last, I think it was the last episode or the second to last episode of Summer House where he just kind of loses it and he does say to her, I think across the dinner table, you. I think this was that night. We all were okay with it. And we were never okay with it before.
No.
Because suddenly we were seeing, oh, this was everything that was behind the curtain before. Where you've never been a partner to him. You've withheld sex for 4 years. And I'm not saying that Kyle was perfect. I'm just saying we never saw your flaws and they're just as bad and the list is just as long as what Kyle is at fault for. And so for you to want to have your cake and eat it too, when all of this was your idea, the moving out, the 1 month to 12 months, take every last sock in the apartment, please.
Yeah.
Well, the next thing up is then they bring because this is Amanda's MO, right? As soon as she starts feeling as though you're onto her and she's backed into a corner, right? Where how dare you ask me to move the things out of the apartment that I told you I wanted to move out of? How dare you, sir? And she realizes, oh, this is I'm trying to win this argument and I'm deeply losing. Well, all these DMs of people saying that you have a video of them making out with someone. And what about the people that you brought over the night before I was supposed to leave? And what about all of this stuff that you've done to me? She just keeps rehashing all of this stuff. And it's just so clear as day. Yes, I get it. You're moving out of this apartment. He is someone he said, I'm the loneliest extrovert in the world.
Oh, that was the saddest
and that
line.
made me so sad because all this dude wants to do is go out. And in this episode, you say, yeah, I'm going to go out. Not with him. Yeah. And that's, to me, that's why Amanda is the more offensive person in this relationship.
So I know.
Because I get why Kyle snapped. And the biggest part of all of this is when they get into the fact that, I'm so stressed. I am so unbelievably stressed with work. And when you came in, when I was on that Zoom call, I was on the phone, the call with someone who was going to possibly write a $5 million check. And she goes, well, I've been stressed about this marriage, Kyle.
That clap, that's the call I was on. And she claps in his face and goes, congratulations. I would have shoved her off the balcony and gone to jail for murder and been happy every day of my life from then on out. I like that. That was the craziest shit, the most disrespectful thing I've seen ever. Like, It's amongst the most disrespectful things I've ever seen in my life. That was I don't even know. I don't even care. Like that's how shitty it was. I can't believe this dude stayed. I can't believe he didn't tell her to the off and walk out. I don't understand. I don't understand why he talks to her. I don't understand why he supports her. I don't understand why he still has any feelings for her. She doesn't give a about him.
That's what he. Yeah, I think he even said it. Like you
but
don't
he
care.
didn't mean it. He didn't mean it. He's still talking to her. He's still
100%.
doing what, like this guy. I'm at this point. I don't feel bad for Kyle anymore because after that, that's on you now.
Totally.
You're both. You know what? Now I'm back on the like. This was the moment I was like, thank God these two are apart because these two people don't like. This is the worst couple ever. Nothing. No. There's nothing that says these two people should be together at all. So great. They're going their separate ways. But now I'm like, you two are so psychotic and dumb and evil that you probably should be together. Because I'm just at this point, I'm not, like I said, I don't feel bad for Kyle anymore. Because he's still taking care of her, still treating her like she deserves any respect at all, which she doesn't. She deserves nothing.
No, she absolutely does. I couldn't if my significant other knew that my business was floundering, I was over $2 million of debt, and she just was like, basically, congratulations, I'm pissed because we're in a real terrible spot in our relationship that, by the way, I'm 50% of. I'm aware that our relationship is in the shitter. I'm aware that this is it's like we're riding a deranged horse into a burning stable. I got it. But on top of that, I have problems that your little pea-sized brain can't seem to comprehend. I have adult-sized problems. And I'm part of the problem that I've treated you like this fragile baby bird. You think that the world revolves around you and that I should stop everything. I live in the world, Amanda. I still have to pay bills. I've been paying part of your bills because you don't pay rent.
Yeah.
I've been paying rent here. Someone has to do this. And I get it that she pays for miscellaneous stuff around the apartment. I also think Amanda has outperformed Kyle in her salary or the money that she has made in the last few years. And I think she still has left this guy out to dry. And I have I don't, that's not a partnership.
No, all because you exploited all of his worst. Listen, everyone is responsible for themselves. You should not be able to set someone off. All the poor behavior that we saw from Kyle, like, yes, he is the master of his own domain. He should be able to control himself, and she shouldn't be able to set him off. But I just want to take a moment and just say that, like, this bitch literally set fires set traps for him everywhere, which you're a grown man. You should not fall in them every time. Like, that's on you. You gotta get over that. But like, imagine living with this woman for 10 years who is just setting you up left and right and capitalizing on all of your failures, on all of your downward spirals. Like, you were becoming more of just more valuable to companies that wanted to promote you, but didn't want to have anything to do with him, didn't really want him a part of their campaign, didn't trust him to invest in and whatever, because you were just seeing him like, it's so sad that this was your partner who set you up for disaster after disaster. Again, that you fell into and willingly walked right into, but like, what do you even have a partner for? And this guy is still like, I want to ask Kyle, like what happened? Who hurt you? to like, what do you think that you're making up for? Like, why do you think you deserve this person? Why do you think like,
I didn't even think about that. It's such a good question.
Yeah. Like, something had to have been a thing, like, or was it that like she just convinced you so early on that you were shitty? Because you did do that. You did definitely cheat. You someone else before you guys got married. And so are you just paying penance for that? And you think that you will never be able to say sorry enough and to do enough? Like all of her things are just like they're just like flick, flick, flick. But like in his mind, if she's never cheated on him, she's never stepped out on him. She's just been so wounded, you
She's
know?
death by 1,000 paper cuts.
Yeah. So like maybe he thinks that like he's not adding up all of the shit that she has imposed upon him as ever kind of equaling the cheating. And honestly, in society, like that's what I'm sure we've all made him feel like, you know, because like it's very black and white. If you step out of your relationship and go and have sexual relations with another human being, then like there is no getting around that. And it seems like she has literally been eating that cake for like, this is what I was going to say earlier that I was just like, oh, I blanked, but whatever. Like everything that he's ever done that wasn't perfect, it was such a service to her because she has gotten to live such a charmed, like she can't do a thing wrong because of like that he gave her this thing. And so she's just been able to live. It's like getting a trust fund. It's like you're coasting on this trust for like,
so you never have to really have any desires of your own. You never have to have any, you know, ingenuity or be ambitious about anything because it's just all there. You don't have to figure anything
You're
out.
wounded. He hurt you. He wounded you. And that's why when she says, it was when she immediately goes, well, you were acting out. So were you acting out when you cheated on me 10 years ago? Like she went so quick to that. Imagine how many times she has said
heard
that.
Oh my, no wonder he gets drunk into oblivion because he's just trying to drown her out. And then after she said that, I was like, she brings up the cheating and I wrote in all caps again, if you choose to forgive him, you have to let it go. And I understand that then she goes after saying that, she starts saying, you know, I get all these DMs with these videos and girls are saying you're being inappropriate. Then why are you staying? Because it has been a decade of this.
Yeah.
And if Kyle is tired of hearing it, so am I. And I'm not saying that Kyle is boyfriend of the year, husband of the year, anything of the year. What I am saying is, you know who he is.
Yeah.
It hasn't changed.
Wes Wilson, I hate you. I despise you, but this is a PSA, but it's also just like me wanting to rub it in your face right now. This is your life now. This is what you have to look forward to. She's already started it. People are saying that you're kind of making a fool of me. This thing with Miha, well, you were still sleeping with Miha and I had to decide what to do. You know, now Miha's on, she took my old job. She took my job. I can't support myself anymore because I can't get any alimony.
So now I can't even work at all.
Now I can't even work at all. So God, all because of you, you know, like she's just like, this is your life now. And I'm so glad. There are so many, like, if anyone's like, I probably talk about my thumbnails too much, but like they take a lot of time. I couldn't even decide which Wes Wilson face to use last time. So I have like a little, like a half album of him, like that I just like took like 5 or 6 of his faces and just made him small because he's small. And I could do that to Amanda in this one. Cause all of her like, oh, sorry. Oh, good for like all those faces. Like, I think that is what part 2's thumbnail will be, is just all the faces of stupid, idiot, bitch face, twat face, the worst. Amanda Batuglia. You, Amanda, you're the worst. You're the fucking worst. He says, you know, you never ask or care about the stress of work. I'm dealing with the stress in our marriage, so why am I going to ask how work is? Because that's what a marriage is. How do you think this marriage funds itself? How do you think that this marriage, like, what's it living off of? Dog shit?
Also, maybe that's why your marriage is in a bad spot, because you never ask any questions. How's work going? What's going on? That sounds stressful. Do you want to talk about it? Maybe we could go for a walk, or let's, you know, go to dinner, get your mind off of it. None of that stuff seems to be happening.
No. Frank, did you never explain to her like what marriage was? Listen, you gotta re-raise this kid. I think you gotta show up there every morning at 8 a.m. with like in like a gym outfit with a whistle. And it's just like, get up, bitch. Like, this is what we're doing today. Like, you have to re-raise this woman, because I don't think she ever learned about anything. I don't know, man. You truly are the definition of cringe. Like, I get secondhand embarrassment easily, and I have that for her. Like, I'm watching this and I'm happy about it. Like, usually, like, it makes, like, I have to like walk around like during, like I told you, like hidden camera shows. Like, they just make me nervous. I'm watching this going, this is so horrible that you have to watch this and also going to be the greatest thing that you should. Oh, this is another thing I forgot to say. He notices that she goes, I just took this one chair. And he goes, Kyle's going to say, hey, what happened to my favorite chair? She took one piece of furniture and it was Kyle's favorite chair.
Was that his favorite chair or was that one of the dining room chairs?
I don't know, but that's what the dad says. Kyle's going to go,
Oh, I
hey,
thought he
you
was
took my
kidding.
favorite. Oh, was he kidding?
Yeah. But by the way,
I would not
he
put
might,
it
I'm gonna say now
past her.
that you say that, I don't think that was a joke.
Can you see her being like, I'm taking this chair?
Yeah.
Like, he's on a call right now. Well, I have to pack this stuff myself. I can't even believe it. And so I'm going to take this chair.
I'm not even with my ex-boyfriend anymore. And I ask him, how's work? How's everything going? Like, is that not just common courtesy when you care about someone and you're invested in their life and their well-being? It's beyond me. Anyway, Safari Ari, I love saying that name. It's just very fun. Safari Ari said, OMG, the scene with her leaving, interrupting his meeting, and just being a total toddler made me so, and it's the emoji like that.
Oh, yeah.
Agreed with everything you all said. Anyone else notice that right above and behind her on the elevator wall was a sign that said West? How prophetic. And I just want to say, Safari Ari, your head's going to explode when you get to the end of this scene that we're talking about now. I mean, this episode. Or did your head explode? Because we already talked about it. You know what I mean? It's late. D-Mad, with 2 Ds, said, it is state dependent for divorce and settlement, but it is correct, at least in New York, that their finances are separated in totality once they are separated, filed, and they now file single for taxes. They don't have children and they may not share property unless she owns a part of the business. They will only use what was happening during the years of their legal marriage to deduce an outcome. She is not liable for debt made since the separation, and neither is he liable for hers. Any raises or inheritance that come their way in this separation pre-divorce will also not be up for grabs. Perhaps the situation you are thinking of is commonplace in another state. You can also hire experts to testify to the amount of money she would be making on her own. And he should as well. And I know that he on People said like they're doing like a walk away divorce, which is great, but we were just talking about that. So I just wanted to follow up with that legal advice should anyone need it.
No, it's not just when I talk about her going for more alimony, I don't mean that he will be like listen, obviously many states do have it where like he would have to pay her a lot here, I think. Or is it Oklahoma, like other
I don't,
states?
for some reason, which is shocking because I feel like I should know about this because I live in California. I only know, this is why I knew the thing in, oh no.
Because there's no fault here. So it's like, I think you.
No, I'm sorry, I'm wrong. I do think it might be similar with just the spending stuff because that was with the girl that, to come full circle, when we were in Malibu at the story I was telling on Scamandal, that's what she was worried about, which is why she started spending more because she wanted to get more, but they were already they were almost legally separated. So anyway.
So aside from there are many states that where they're going to have to pay out the ass. Like that's a thing. So I don't know what the is up in New York, but it honestly doesn't even really matter. Kyle is the kind of guy that will just think that he should pay her something like if she doesn't have anything. So like, it's not so much about like, I don't see Kyle fighting tooth and nail and being like, no, this is the law and I'm not giving you a dime over what I feel like she will still be able to just go, I don't really want to do that show. I don't even like those people and whatever. And like, I feel like he somehow she will get it, whether it's legally or it's heartstring wise or he feels like he wants to do right by her dad
God,
or
I
like
hope he
whatever
does not.
it is.
Don't
I hope not too, but like, I do not put anything past this woman. And I also now, as Mike said, like I do feel bad for Kyle still, but I'm not sure if Kyle's ever going to really stand up for himself in this specific relationship.
We've said this so many times. He's so terrible at like, as angry as he gets and the fulminating that he's capable of doing, he is so bad at just standing up for himself in any real way. The next comment I have, I'm not reading it because it's not the nicest about Danielle, and we've said not today.
Yeah. We're going to give her a beat. You know?
Yes.
I know a lot of people. Johnny.
Yeah, Johnny, we're watching you, buddy.
Just give her a minute, okay?
Amaya Baker was the one that said Kyle already said in People that they found a walkaway divorce and they will both leave with what they came in with, which is great. Danielle Warren said, it's all fun and games until that kid gets a whiff of his Choco diaper one day, licks it to inquire, and believes that's where chocolate comes from. That would be terrible.
Oh, God.
Trish Svader said, it's always Kyle's fault. I am so over Amanda. Kyle is a doer. He wants to do things. Amanda is a sit on your ass, smoke pot all day chick. They should never have gotten married. I'm ready for this to be over. I am no longer interested in their relationship. I am no longer interested in Amanda. And that's what we call nailing it.
I'm interested in seeing her get her comeuppance. Or not comeuppance. That's the wait.
No, that's
I
right.
thought come up was I'm on the come up.
No, your comeuppance is like what you deserve for maybe like a wrongdoing.
I just want to see a room full of people shun her in just a way that she has to go, oh, everyone thinks, well, man, it probably wouldn't even matter. So maybe it would just actually frustrate me more because she probably still wouldn't
Get it?
Yeah. So never mind. I don't care what happens to her.
This was a really funny thread if anyone wants to go back and read it. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but Palaver Girl goes, oh my God, I can't with you guys, LOL. By the way, in my little multiracial fam, we have a game that we play and crack up. One of us always screams, wow, racist much? Whenever anyone, friend or acquaintance, says a color that is assigned to a race. Let's say someone says, use the white vase or my black shirt, or it was yellow or brown, and then it's on. It's a really fun game. And then Safari Ari goes, my son is biracial, and sarcastically always pulls the, it's because I'm black, isn't it? And I go, yep, that's it. I just thought that was like the best. I just love family shit. And I just thought that was so cute.
Yeah,
and the
that
whole
was
thread
really
keeps
cute.
going. It's adorable.
Yeah.
G. Holterman said, Amanda filed back in March before the backlash. He started making money off the backlash afterwards with lots of explosion emojis. Everyone's happy for Kyle's come up.
Yeah.
Kitten Brave said, Gavin is in love with Kenny and jealous of Whitney. And I'm wondering, I don't think he's sexually in love with him. I just think he's like friend obsessed a little bit because it's like, no, that's my wingman. And you're not really into this broad.
Oh, yeah. Wait, I just realized the thing that I want to happen to Amanda is for like everything to be signed off on. It's walk away. She doesn't like, she sees Loverboy as just like a money pit and doesn't care. And then I hope that Loverboy gets bought for like bajillions of dollars. And
God,
like,
yeah.
that's my wish.
That's your comeuppance.
Yeah, Lord, hear our
Wish.
prayer.
Yeah. And also with you. Anyway, Johnny, this was one of your best of all time. I don't trust Gemma. That had me lolling. And then Claire Stewart said, I can see why, because she did not automatically cry when she saw Amanda. And I just thought that was adorable. Anyway, and that was also a really great thread if you want to go back. Some people didn't get that he was joking. Johnny's most of the time joking.
No, what did he say? There's something I think on the Valley tomorrow or from last week where he says something. No, wait, he didn't say anything. And then we just decided that some other comment was sarcastic. And we were like, I think Mike said, are you related to Johnny? Or like one of you said that.
Yeah.
And he's like, why am I out here catching strays? And I'm like, A of all, I don't think you've ever caught a stray. I think
your
everything that you've
life,
gotten has
Johnny.
been well deserved.
Oh, man.
I am Tierra Hogan. When Pick Me Mandy opened that door and interrupted his meeting, then acted annoyed that he wouldn't drop everything immediately, I yelled at the screen. And we were all yelling with you. I bet I would love to know how you felt when you found out it was for a $5 million investment.
What's he on the hook for? Do we remember?
1 million, I think, somewhere in that.
Heather NCS, my husband braps all the time. Brap.
Oh, God.
It definitely is ingrained. It is. It's just we're born with it. Just the thought of a dirt bike will make him do it. Brap.
Okay.
Brap.
Okay.
It's true. You got to do it. It's a blessing and a curse.
Or just a curse.
Nicheless Boomer. Good for Lindsay for not taking the bait on Danielle's awkward request to see her apartment. That was so cringe. I'm very protective of my personal space. If I want you to come to my house, wait for my invitation. It probably won't come.
I will. I feel like Nisha's has already invited us.
Oh, Nicheless, you're invited. But everybody here on the channel is, but no one else. Another Nicheless Boomer. I'd have to ask that detective, quote, I'm using air quotes, for a refund. He couldn't even check the dead phone numbers before proudly handing them over to Kenny? This is one lousy gumshoe. If you have to resort to Google to get your answer.
Who doesn't check Facebook? Whitney is not this isn't a dig on Whitney. I'm just saying, like, as an occupation, she's not a super sleuth.
Yeah.
She's not a forensic scientist.
No.
The fact that she was the one that said, let's check Facebook, and maybe that was from the producers, I don't know. It just, something is rotten in the state of Denmark. That's all I'm saying.
Agreed.
A lot of people just commented on me talking about my dad, and it was super sweet. And I'm sorry I made a bunch of people cry.
Oh yeah, we actually clipped that and sent it to his dad for Father's Day. So thank you.
That's so sweet.
He was super pissed. He did not like it.
He loved it.
Oh, I was like, what?
Jess6383. This is so funny. My cat's name is Mr. Meowgie. Banger of a name for a cat. For a reason I can relate to hearing y'all's cat and looking for mine. It will never stop entertaining me how many people hear Minnie and think that that's their cat.
Can I just read Steve's reply?
Yeah.
What a wonderful father's note from Mike and Natalie. Those years ago, it took me a while too, Mike, you being my first, but in so many ways, you helped me become a dad.
Well, that's not going to help.
So sweet.
This is also Jess6383. Sometimes the stuff you guys say, I can't watch a show I'm eating because I'm going to end up choking and my teenagers are going to be in there with their headsets on, their PlayStation, and not even realize that I've laughed so hard I've choked myself to death. And this is a very dangerous show to watch alone.
Aww.
Yeah, that's why we say like, subscribe, hype, tell a friend. Now we have to add watch with a friend.
Yeah, watch
definitely.
with a friend.
Tell a friend. L. Cohen, Mike, I'm with you on Kenny. He's new to this, and Kyle and Lindsay are pros. He's smart. He'll catch on quick. You watch. I bet next season he'll be the instigator and someone else will be on the defensive. Let's hope so.
Yeah, I hated Kyle for 9 years. Look at us now.
Kenny, you're 9 years away from Natalie and I liking you.
Yeah, stay in shape. It's going to help. Can only help.
This is my scratchy girl. Nat, the compliment stuff. I grew up in a seriously elite athlete family, and you get an interesting view of how things are ranked and rewarded from that, I think. It stood me in good stead as I got older, having to really have a sense of not comparing myself to others and focusing on developing my skills often meant I was very comfortable having high-achieving friends or working in places with incredibly talented people, i.e. the two of us.
I like this theory.
Yeah.
No, that is totally true because I have like very high accomplished parents, and I just heard them as coaches. You could never. Listen, they weren't horrible. Like they were encouraging, but like you couldn't tell a wrestler that he had done some exceptional, amazing. Oh my God, you blew me away! Like because you have to be ready to fight again. Next, it's got to get better and better and better because they were both national champions. Like, and they were just trying to raise national champions. And like, so I think that probably, I've been thinking about that comment ever since I read it. I think it has a lot to do with it. Like nothing good comes from a compliment.
Try me.
I get what you're saying too.
Yeah.
I was very comfortable having high-achieving friends or working in places with incredibly talented people without losing my mind about how I compared. But I don't have much time for general compliments. Because while I know I have strengths and I'm good at my stuff, I'm not outstanding, and I know that. There are things I know I'm great at, and I'll agree with you if you note those. If you note those, but any kind of "you're so good at X" type things, I won't have a bar of. You have some similarities in your family. I wonder if some of your aversion to compliments is literally having Olympians or equivalent in the fam.
Yeah, it definitely is. And I also have gotten to do so many things in a very backhanded way, not backhanded,
Backwards?
a back route
Roundabout.
way. Yeah, like I think because I have horrible attention and a horrible memory, I have never really like set out to do like I've set out to do some things like, okay, the writing was like one thing I really set out to do, but like really everything else, like with editing, like if you asked me to teach you how to edit, I could not teach you how to edit. None of the ways I do things make any sense because I never took a class. I never even watched a tutorial on it. I just like learned some keys and figured out how to do it. And now I think I probably do things that probably take 10 times longer than they should because I never learned the right way. There's a handful of things like that. I have gotten good at things because I spend a million hours a day doing them. And so I'm not good at them. I can complete them which is something.
And complete them very well.
But they could be so much better if I just did things the right way. And I think that always haunts me about really everything that I do. It's a little piece of that is in everything that I do. So that also has something to do with it.
Holly Edwards, off topic, but did Natalie say Stan Abel, as in the former men's wrestling coach at the University of Oklahoma? Did I mishear that? Or is it another Stan Abel? You did not mishear that. Stan Abel, one and only.
Stan, not Dan.
Stan, not Dan.
Abel, not Gable.
Sit down, Abel.
I wear that shirt to bed.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to butcher this. Jen Edwa 5. Amanda does not care about getting the Ariana treatment. That would mean she would have to work. She does not want to work. She comes from wealthy parents and knows she will be fine regardless. She just wants to be attached to someone that will always take the lead to do everything while she contributes very little. She didn't make any effort to find her next. She took the person that showed her interest. She is lazy. Wes thought he was using Amanda. Wrong. She is straight up using him. She knows how to trap these types of men because she will forever make them feel guilty so she can remain lazy in her relationships and her life. Which I thought you kind of said that a minute ago, but like nailed that.
Yeah, she really, like, you would actually have to do something. Like, if you get a bunch of jobs, then you got to go to work. Like,
if the peoples want to see you, then you gotta
be seen.
That's right. And that takes work.
Yeah, and not wear a oversized men's dress shirt with a gray gym shirt over it and clogs and brown leggings and a scuncy. Scrunchy.
I knew what you meant.
Sparkle says, going back to watch season 6 and Amanda goes off on Lindsay for the Sierra Austin situation that happened harder than Lindsay went for Amanda this reunion. That was very interesting to think about. I mean, really not even interesting. It's just gross to think about all the times that Amanda would go after people for that. Like
the Hannah stuff.
Yeah.
Like, this is just who she is.
Yeah.
We didn't see it because she was so embroiled with the Kyle of it all.
Yeah. But like all the times that she pretended to really give a shit about Sierra, like she was only doing that because it was cool to be on Sierra's team.
Oh, yeah, 100%. But I also think that, like, she is one of those people who does the mental gymnastics to manipulate a situation to benefit her, right?
Yeah.
So the Sierra portion of that benefited her.
Yeah, exactly.
Her being the victim with the Hannah stuff benefited her. Her with Luke.
Yeah.
Like she just, she thinks it benefits her, even if it doesn't.
No, totally. But with Lindsay specifically, because she hated Lindsay. Her and Lindsay
That's
always
right.
saw through her. So going after Lindsay for what she did to Sierra was like a double wham. Sierra's cool, so everyone is like, it's gonna be cool if I help Sierra, and I get to humiliate Lindsay right now and basically tell her that she's a horrible, awful person because of Austin.
Yes, and in addition to that, which I think is something that comment is pointing out, which is so great. I'm sorry, you were mad at Lindsay for hooking up with Austin.
Yeah.
The relationship that Sierra and Austin had was nothing in comparison to the relationship she had with Wes.
Yeah.
So if you're that pissed that happened, you're going to be real pissed when you find out what you did in 4 years.
Yeah. Are you? Heather S. says, I love you guys, and I love when the younger guy is on too. That's Harris. Harris is probably going to have more time soon, so hopefully we'll be seeing him a lot more. We'll take him whenever we
just say like the
get
cute
him.
guy with, luscious hair, not younger. We don't say younger. It's so aggressive.
I know. It just feels like you said that you packed a lot of punch there.
We love when you allow your grandson on with you.
Yeah. Page 11 says, when SWV came up, I'm home. These are my people. Swoon. Love this podcast.
Love you.
Chloe Sutton. Who couldn't love these three? Well, let me tell you, a lot of people. Definitely don't go deep dive all of our comments. Carrie Peacock says, didn't have the time and didn't want to make the time to watch the extra episode. So I appreciate you guys doing the heavy lifting so I can enjoy listening to your recap and skip the rage I would feel watching the actual episode. Like, that's what we're here for. That's what we show up here for.
Carrie, go hype Carl on that app, the Runners app.
Oh, yeah. Go to Strava. He's on Strava.
Yeah.
Give him his kudos.
Kudos to you.
Jet Girl says, delicate child spitting a loogie in someone's mouth. I'm still having flashbacks.
I forgot it, and now I remembered it. It's going to be in my stress dream now.
Yeah. Aftermath Part 2. Aftermath Part 1. Heather loves Harris so much. She did it twice. Once for Aftermath Part 1 and once for Aftermath Part 2. I love the younger guy. He is so funny. All three of you killed, and the yogurt delivery too.
We love Harris too, and we love that you love him. He's the best.
Yeah. Oh, Heather S. also says, do you guys record in your own studio or do they let you bring your cats? Just curious. I love them. I replied to her that this is our own studio, so we can do as we please. But whenever we talk about getting another one, it's a must. That
A studio cat.
Yeah.
Well, actually, two.
yeah,
They're worried about the chewing cords, but I have to tell you, my knock on wood, I hope I don't jinx this. My kitties don't chew cords.
oh yeah,
They do other stuff that cats do, but not the cords thing. So maybe, maybe
Yeah.
we'll luck out. Either way, it's fine. We'll just line item it every year. We just need to $1,000 for cords. So
Yeah,
we can have
I
the
know.
cats.
I was just telling her, Mike got a new laptop, and he had his new laptop charger and his iPad charger out. Foof got them both in one fell swoop.
Yeah, that was a nice new one.
Yeah. Page 11 says, come on, curls. Love the hair, Courtney.
Thanks. The curls will be back tomorrow, or not tomorrow, maybe the next day. Next show.
Joellen says, rewatch episode 1 of this season and watch West's face and also what he says about her tits. When Amanda jumps into the pool with her nude strapless bra on that obviously turned see-through when it got wet. That, plus all the talk about Ben wanting to sleep with her, is when I believe West decided he needed to have her. Ugh. Alex Witt says, does blonde, oh, this is for the Valley. But I'm already here. Does Blonde Lady intentionally play devil's advocate takes?
No, Blonde Lady's fiance does, though.
Oh, yeah, that's his jam.
He's the
Sometimes I
A
do,
for the
sometimes I
D.
don't. You'll never know if I'm doing it on purpose or not. That's what lets me skirt and skate around things.
Well, we did it.
Yeah, we did it.
Like, hype, subscribe, tell a friend, watch with a friend.
All those things. So this show only has a few more episodes, plus like 2 more episodes, I think, and then 2 reunions. So basically, by mid-ish July, I think the Valley will be over too by then. We got to figure out what's next. Good talk.
The end.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
We don't even.
I don't want to ask for suggestions because if we don't watch the show, we don't watch it, and I don't want you to think that we're not paying attention to your suggestion. But like, I can't watch 100 seasons of the boat show to do a summer of a show I don't even like. Both of those things. We want to like the show. We want to already have watched it. We want to have some stake in the game.
Yeah, we gotta like it because it's
Yeah.
so much work to do all of this
Yeah.
that if you don't, it really is brutal if you're not super jazzed on the show.
Yeah. We'll have a plan.
Yeah,
be
we'll
doing
figure it out.
something.
We're professionals. We're pub professionals.
Yeah. Okay, that's it. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.